Hello, Radha.
Hi, so wonderful to
Hi,
see you.
you as well. Thanks for jumping on with me. And we are about to catch up, first of all.
Yeah.
So this is our first video of since what? It's been about 3 months.
hmm
Okay, so we have a show called Deprogrammed,
hmm
where Radha and I talk about really, far out topics at the Galactic Goddess table, the
Yep.
round table. Uh, she brought me on to speak about, galactic topics because she knew I was the girl to go to. She's like,
Mhm.
who are the people that I know I can have the most expansive conversations with? And she chose me. Woo!
I love it.
So we started our discussion of Deprogrammed, and now we are here about 3 months forward, and you've also created Awakening Starseeds.
hmm
The book series has been dropped. It's out. You can actually purchase it on Amazon. And
Yes.
yeah, and Radha also has just came back from the Dimensions of Disclosure event, right?
Yes, dimensions of disclosure.
As well as just doing book signings there. And
hmm
you were featured as, was it, please say what you were featured on again.
Oh,
There's a
for
magazine article that was out about Radha Publishing from Disclose the
oh
event,
on NBC.
NBC.
Yeah, it was so surprising and so nice to see they picked up this picked up the information and basically shared the book and the event, and I was like, hey, universe, thank you.
Yeah, because you're getting people's names out there, you're getting their stories
Mhm.
out there, which is really nice. So we're back on. This show's not really going to be so much deprogrammed, but
Yeah.
more since this is actually going to be uploaded on
hmm
both of our channels. This is a connection between Radha and I, showing our interviews. So
hmm
her interviews of um, how she's experiencing her spirituality right now
hmm
through her book, through her publishing company, through different aspects of working with the goddess, with the mother energy. So
Yeah.
your interview today, I'd like to know, you know, where you're at right now. Just, introduce your feelings right now.
Well, I'm happy to be back in California. I've been traveling a lot. Both of us, we're both manifestors, right? So we both manifest differently, and part of my manifestation is traveling as a star seed. One of my purposes is to go to different places and to interact with the different energies. And some places are like woo, and some places are like woo. It's like heavy stuff that I feel moving through, but that's part of my journey. And also to meet people and to have meaningful conversations with people. One of our Awakening Starseed authors, Aramea, she lives in Prague, so it was wonderful to just hop on over there. I ended up being there for
I
6 weeks.
followed I followed your guys' whole thing. You guys are you're really adorable together because you have this galactic look to both of you. It's just very exotic and just beautiful. So you were there for 6 weeks with her, which I have yet to interview her.
hmm
Just so you know, I'm gonna be interviewing her.
Yeah.
I just,
Yes.
our time schedules don't work, and I haven't been able
hmm
to, but we're gonna make it happen. So it's really exciting
Yes.
to have. We've had Stasia Bliss.
She's
We've
amazing.
had. I've interviewed Mike,
Yeah.
and you guys are really doing some great stuff. You mentioned you met Laura Eisenhower at
hmm
the Dimensions of Disclosure event. Like, how was that? It must have been incredible because Laura
Yes.
Eisenhower, she's a hero of mine.
She's a hero of mine too. I've been watching her stuff, and there are certain people you really get a pulse from, and she's one of those people, and she's one of the divine feminine that's really on the path and the
The
circuit.
pioneer.
She's a pioneer. She's really blasting through a lot. I honor her. I think I don't know, it's like strange when you just feel like I love you. It's just like a platonic, but it's just like a soul love, like she's like a soul sister. That's how I felt. Like she's a long lost soul sister, just like you are, and so we just clicked right away. And she was just telling me so many beautiful, amazing things about the stars, about star seeds and the work that she's doing. And she was grateful for the work that I'm doing, because she said it really, like she said I was an activator, a starseed activator. And I was like, I am. And I was just so
You
moved
are.
by
Because
that.
you've actually activated me plenty of times through interactions. Yeah, we do that for each other, don't we? All
We
of us in your
do.
circles. Like, I have so many sisters that can
Yeah.
activate you. Like, whoa, you're in their presence, and you're like, I mean, it's pretty incredible. And they're all healers. They're all like, that's their work, that's their life, that's their passion. And I think that feeling, that knowing that you are important to that extent, that you can actually heal someone, presence, and bring codes to them that are going to activate a whole nother, life timeline pretty much. So it's really powerful.
Well, we're all pieces of the puzzle. And that's the most important thing that we all need to realize is like everyone is important. And there's this misconception that oh, some people are more important than others, and that's just not true. We all just have different roles to play, right?
Yes.
So I mean, I always say, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could be working at a grocery store, and you are activating every person that comes through there. You're transmitting this vibration, and then when you smile, you're transmitting even more of a vibration. Like, we are all here to assist each other, to lift each other up. A baby in the store that smiles at you is an activator. You know what I mean? Like the innocence of a beautiful child. And I think that's so important to acknowledge that, children are activators too. They're so precious. They have this life force energy. And each one of us activates in different ways, and we need to honor all the ways. Animals are activators. They activate different, I'm so fascinated with animals. I could watch them all day. And each one of us has a special code. And that's why I love coming together with you, Alanna, because like when we come together, it's like, I don't know, just like the energy is so good.
Yeah, we were just talking before we jumped on the call that it's nice to be able to have someone to bounce off of when you have all these thoughts in your head, and like, I know I could talk to you about this subject, so we can go really deep into it, not really attached to it.
Yeah.
So allowing yourself to have the conversations that we're desiring to have. So it's speaking of conversations, one of the things that I wanted to get into with you today was the idea of our galactic signatures and our galactic selves, because you did choose the name Galactic Goddess. And you really give off that vibe. Like I must say, and Aramea does, so it's like this galactic
and you do
purpose.
Too.
I know, I guess I'm just putting you guys up on a pedestal right now because it's amazing, to witness as well. But the galactic self, can you give me a description or like describe that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, each one of us, Earth is a landing place we all came to. Most of us came to volunteer and to be part of this process, but we all have galactic signatures because we had a very full life outside of Earth before. I've traveled through a lot of the galactic realms, and so have you. We just don't remember everything when we come here, but a lot of us have been through. We have certain signatures, and our signature, our galactic signature, is designed in a way that would be purposeful when we came here. And so one of the biggest misconceptions is thinking, oh, like, I don't have a purpose, or I don't matter. And that's just not true. Everyone matters. It's about activating that galactic code inside of us, and so through past life regressions, and you're a hypnotherapist, so
yes,
through those regressions, through those healings, through the activations, as I was healing and cleaning a lot of my coding, because it's been very corrupt, all of it, you have to get in there and start cleaning it up. Lineage stuff, right? Past life stuff. And as you do that, you're clearing the channel for your true galactic codes to come in. It's our job to connect to our higher self, to meditate, to connect with the divine. As we keep connecting to source, to connect with the animals, the plants, Earth, Mother Gaia, you have this amazing connection with Mother Gaia. As we do this, more codes come online, and we start to activate into who we are. Now, by saying Galactic Goddess, I never implied I'm better than anyone. It's simply that I started to remember some of my different coding, my galactic codes, right? And I'm here to encourage others to do the same. Because as we do that, we realize we are part of a bigger galactic family. We are part of a galactic family. There is so much more than even this universe. We live in a multi infinite multiverse. And so
Yes.
it humbles you, and you realize, wow, I want to be part of this. I want to be here to serve. As your galactic codes come online, you realize you're part of something so much bigger than you, that it's awesome. It's actually so awesome. It would be so boring if it was just, you know, this one simple little life. It's so much more than that. And each one of us has an important role to play. Please know, if you're listening to this, you are part of this. You came here in this timeline, and this lifetime is no coincidence. Everyone on this planet has a role to play. Now, some people are playing the very dark, you know, villainous roles. That's their role to play. And in fact, that role that they're playing is here to activate our code, so that we go, no, that's not what we're standing for. That's not what we want. The more we come back to ourselves, the more we can really bring online, and I mean that, bring online, because we are channels, right? The divine galactic codes that are meant to be here. And that helps elevate our ascension process, our frequency, our bandwidth. So I hope I didn't lose you with that.
No, all I want to do is just let people know that you carry codes. The Goddess Code Academy, you carry codes that are here to help clear. Because what happens when we start clearing ours is that we can start doing it for other people.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, I definitely feel there's a lot of clearing being done within my makeup, my genetic makeup.
Yeah.
And I think it also starts opening up doors for miracles to occur between each other, when we can start seeing each other and manifesting. And like, how crazy it is that you meet someone that knows someone that I know when you're all the way over there. And like, there's this thing going on where there's, you know, there's so much energy being brought up right now. If we just stay true to our path, you know, like I feel, to me, it's the way. This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah.
The way that just like resonates with you, and not denying your truth. I mean, it can't be bad when your goal is compassion, mercy, understanding, forgiveness. Like, it can't go wrong. You know, it's like, if that's the way, like, you know, the way out of this cycle. Into like, you know, we could be limitless beings, limitless potential. With the ability to create from the power of our mind. Like, wow, would that be so bad?
Like, you know, when like, when intentions are with the divine, and you align with the divine, it can only be good. You know, that's the whole point, is like getting crystal clear about that. You know,
it's never too late to start either. You know, it's like,
oh, thank you. It's never too late. It's never too late. No matter what's happened in your life, what kind of pain you've been through, what kind of programming you've had, right? Because we have a show called Deprogrammed, and we talk a lot about the programming and how that can disrupt your process and your galactic codes from coming in, and distort your perception, that you think that it just gives you a feeling that of contraction rather than expansion, right? So
yes, and I think this also goes hand in hand with a lot of the other things we talk about, which has to do with the goddess and the mother archetype and what she is doing here right now, and that there's a dark version of her, and that there's an actual version of her. One is just the shadow aspect of her. So, but we're trying to get on the vibration of the healed aspect of her. That way the collective wound with the woman, with the feminine, can finally be healed. So we can we can fully see each other. And so I feel like it's almost like a divine offering, you know, like this is a divine offering when people decide to come onto this and like witness each other opening up and expanding. It's so nice. So our energy signature, that we're like magnetic pools with each other.
We always find each other. I think more and more our star family is coming together. Like, wherever you are in the world, you feel that cosmic pull to somebody, like, I don't know why, but I just want to reach out to this person. I just feel like I want to talk to this person. I want to connect with this person. And more and more it's divinely aligned. You know, before, I think it was very misaligned, the different connections, you know, and I think now more and more we're sifting through a lot of the energies within ourselves. And as we refine, we're becoming the more pure essence of ourself.
So sorry, go ahead. Go finish.
Oh yeah. So in that way, it's, our signature is getting more clear. And as our signature becomes more clear, it puts off that, you know, like broadcast. We're broadcasting. Before, we were broadcasting with a bunch of crap on it, right? So it's like,
right.
you're getting all kinds of interactions. And I'm not saying that we're not gonna, because light always attracts everything, you know, everything. And that's but I think we have the discernment to know who's in our soul tribe and who just needs some blessings, you know.
You know, from your wisdom and your book Galactic Goddess and your theta healing and your ability to carry codes, can you give like a little sneak peek of a code that you think humanity needs right now that you can offer? Because I know you have a lot of gifts to offer in your work that you do. So please share. I know you're like, I would love to share more about you. Like, you know, your mom is a shaman, you're a shaman, you're a healer, and you're on this path as an archetype of the goddess as well. You have connections to Kuan Yin. So, you know, can you just enlighten us with some wisdom of your goddess intelligence?
Yeah. Well, Kuan Yin is on my heart. She's always on my heart. And you know, right now I feel Kuan Yin energy really is important. She's a Bodhisattva that, you know, she was a human being. She ascended, and her desire to help humanity and hear the cries of all people is so powerful. She's really teaching me, and she's mentoring me every day. Like it doesn't end, you know, this connection. And she infuses me with her energy too, you know. So I would like to share the Kuan Yin essence right now. And anybody that would like to tune in and to receive that energy, let's just tune in for a minute. You can put your hand on your heart and just take a deep breath. Take 3 deep breaths. And another. And I'd like to call forth Kuan Yin's lavender flame. She has a beautiful lavender flame energy, and it's very soft and very soothing. When we're going through anything in life, you know, we can call upon this divine essence and energy. And it's an infusion of this lavender flame, kind of like the violet flame, but it's a bit softer and it's a bit more feminine. And as it infuses into your energy field, you can feel the softness of it. There's a softness in this, but it's powerful. And this energy is cleansing and softly cleansing your field, cleansing your aura. Just say yes to receive that. Yes. And this energy is inviting more of your divinity codes to come in. Your divinity codes are here because you are divine. You are a child of the divine. Never forget your divinity. You are here for such a beautiful reason. And as Kuan Yin infuses your energy field with this beautiful lavender flame, cleansing through all of your chakras, washing and cleansing each one and releasing any residue that's ready to go back to source, creator of all that is. And we ask Kuan Yin to just drop down and give us the feeling of what it feels to have compassion for ourselves, forgiveness for ourselves. As we're going through this process, we must be so easy on ourselves because this has never been done before. This transformation and shift has never been done in this way. And we're the first people to beat ourselves up, to feel not good enough. So we're going to ask Kuan Yin to just cleanse that out. The feeling of not enough, of being not good enough, of not having enough, whatever that not enough syndrome is, it's a mind virus. Is it okay if Kuan Yin comes in and starts to clear that out for you, for us, for all of us? Just say yes. And then
yes.
So Kuan Yin is going to come in and start to bring her lavender flame and just start to dissolve. It's like a web, this web of the not enoughness and it's attached to everyone. And it was a virus, and viruses are contagious. So she's here to help clean up this contagion so that we can be released from these bondages of not feeling enough. Every day in our life, we are more than enough. We are divine vessels. And when we choose to walk the path of the divine and we call upon the divine and we give ourselves to that beautiful energy and say, how can I serve? How can I be of the greatest service? Those are inconsequential thoughts. They are just going back to source. So she's washing them away, dissolving them. And that is the power of Kuan Yin, her gentle power. But she is powerful. Do not be fooled by her softness. She is soft, but she can dissolve anything, blocks, obstacles. And she's coming through and clearing and clearing and clearing. And we're going to ask Kuan Yin to just do a run till done. That means that this is ongoing, that she can continue to clear up this stuff. As each person gets removed from this program, we will be so much lighter. And each one of us is doing the work. So Kuan Yin is sending a blessing of her diamond light now. Her diamond light codes are coming in. Just take a deep breath. These codes remind us of our eternal strength, our eternal connection to the divine. Diamonds they were cold, they're crushed into these beautiful, bright, luminous light forms. And we have been going through the same process. So just allow this light to wash into you, infusing you with courage, inner strength, comfort, unconditional love, the remembrance of your infinite source, that you are connected to the source and you're connected to infinity. You are infinity. And as this comes through, it's just clearing out fears, allowing the brilliance of your soul to shine, and remembering that you are so connected. You are online. And when I say online, I mean online with the source code, you know. We are coming online. And as we do, it's valuable because we help activate each other as we do. Thank you, Kuan Yin, for your blessings today. Thank you for bringing your presence and your love and your wisdom and your healing lavender flame and your diamond white light. Thank you so much. We are so grateful for your presence. Thank you for reminding me and all of us of giving ourselves more love and patience through this whole process. Things are unfolding. We are unfolding. We are awakening, and you know, we are getting ready to bloom. And that's what I hear is like the harvest is coming. we are getting ready to bloom. We are those seeds, and we've been cracking open. And just our other selves are coming forth, but the process can look so destructive. It can look so scary, and other seeds are going, don't crack open. you're dying, you're losing your shape, you're losing your form. We are rebirthing ourselves from within. So you guys are all doing an amazing job. We're all doing an amazing job. We're all doing the best we can with where we are right now. And I think that's beautiful. So it's a gift of imperfection. We are where we are, and just love wherever you are. Love yourself through that. Stop condemning wherever we are, right? So blessings are abound. Blessings are abound.
Wow. Radha, what a gift. I was not expecting that. And it really hit home because on so many levels. Well, first of all, I love Kuan Yin deeply. And I'm, Karuna compassion. It's the medicine. It is the way to. It is the doctrine of the heart. It is the teachings of Sophia. It is that essence of, she got knocked down, and she built herself back up. And you mentioned that she comes to those who cry, I think you said. And it came to me like the priestess and what she does, and it's she who hears the cries of the world. We pray for them. We are the ones who have compassion, the compassionate ones. Yeah. And that was really powerful. Literally yesterday, I went to my office, and I went to do a call with you yesterday. But the office that I work out of is my friend Catherine. She has Oracle Healing Space, and she's decorated it with Kuan Yin energy, and it reminds me of you a lot. And I did a reading with her cards there yesterday, and I pulled some really powerful cards from the Kuan Yin deck. And the message that I received a lot was really just to let things flow and not to force nature, to let nature do what she loves to do and do her magic, and I pulled the Tao card and the Tai Chi card. The Tao is the card that is on the cover of the deck. It's a very powerful card. And just to respect the forces, just to respect that it's there and it's part of us, and we can weave together with it, and not fight the current so much. But through compassion, forgiveness of everything is like how we really are going to reset ourselves. And also how I know that Kuan Yin definitely comes in with you is I felt it so strongly. And I have had ceremonies before where I was in meditation and you came into my meditation, and also with the power of Kuan Yin as you transformed into her with feathers. It was very powerful. I remember telling you about it. Do you remember that? Yeah. So it's just, it's incredible. So I wanted to do one more thing around Kuan Yin, if you don't mind. I'd like to give some prayer with the Om Mani Padme Hum. Please? Yes. Yes. So, Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Yay. I love that. It sounds like home. Beautiful. Well, yeah, I mean, so what's your next move right now, Radha? What are you working on right now? So right now, I'm completely redoing my website and redoing the academy. I'm always doing something, but what really came to me, the message came clear that I'm a bridge for other healers. I'm a bridge for other teachers. That just like the way that I'm bringing people's voices forward with the books and with the publishing, it's really time to bring forward, the voice of the healer and the voice, and to really develop that, because healers are they're the superstars of the world, because they're really here bringing balance, helping people, guide them, right? And I mean the genuine healers. And so I'm excited because next year in 2020, I'm opening up the academy for other teachers. Maybe you want to come teach. Yes, we talked about this. Yes, and other healers, because it's time that I really want to have a roster of like all-stars, all-star teachers, all-star healers, and bring forth that
which is really needed. You know, we talked about that like I think a year ago, but I have to like develop and create all this stuff, you know. And so luckily I have someone I'm creating with. I have platforms. You have to like learn so much, you guys, about different platforms and different ways to bring forward this stuff. I wouldn't say technology is like my first gift. Like, so
it's exhausting for me. It's like exhausting.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do it as much. But Spirit's been like, you need to communicate with people.
Yeah.
Like every psychic I talk to, you need to be on television, you need to be on the camera. And just like, okay, well, this is my way of doing that. It's just having these conversations because it's important to me. Like my soul just like craves it.
Yeah. It's just time, you know, everyone's doing their part, and we all have different audiences too. Like each one of us, I think that's really important to remember. Each one of us, like it's almost like it's like the Vesica Pisces, right? So I have an audience with my Goddess Code Academy. I have an audience, you know, you have an audience, and then you bring those together like the Vesica Pisces, and now we're overlapping. And I think that's what we're needing to create, the Vesica Pisces, on how we're co-creating with people, that I can be sovereign and still, like, you know, we can still co-create together.
Absolutely. It's that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing it one day at a time.
One day at a time. And, you know, I wanted to just say thank you so much for just being, because, you know, I love you so dearly. I don't know how long we've known each other, but, you know, we're both manifestors, and your energy is always called to me. Like I've always felt this connection with you. And I'm so grateful that we've been able to co-create like with our show Deprogrammed, and we're going to do some more, which we'll tell you guys about soon, which is very exciting. You know, each one of us, like when we bring our chemistries together, we can create things that no one else can create. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. Like when you bring two of the codes together, it amplifies. And so it's so important, I think, now to really embrace the gifts of each other. And I so honor the gifts that you bring, the Sophia that you bring. You're very wise soul. You know, you've been here many times over. We've been sisters for many lifetimes, you know, and it's such an honor to culminate that and to bring it back into this lifetime and to be together again and to really see each other's strengths and honor that and nurture that, and to nurture that deep, meaningful connection is so beautiful to me. You have so many gifts to share with the world, you know, and you do that a lot with your dance too and your movement. And I think that's so healing and so important to bring that forward. And then also you're very intellectual and very, you know, intelligent. So, and see, the thing is, intellect is only one thing, but when you bridge it with a heart chakra, right? And that brings it together, and it's just perfect and divine, and that's wholeness. You know, you have to bring your heart. Like if we just intellectualize everything, it's more than that. You have to have the heart and soul to back it up, because nothing is more powerful than the heart. You know, and you have a clear connection with your heart. You have a lot of energy that pulses through your heart, and that comes into everything you do. And that, you guys, is where we're going. We're moving into the heart, and we're activating our heart, and we're using the heart to move through everything we do. This blesses us. It blesses everything that we do. When we come from that space, we are tapped, you know, we are tuned in and totally connected to the divine. And more, everything we do, it doesn't matter if you're washing the dishes, when you bring that heart-centered connection, it makes a difference. When you're writing a book and you bring your heart, it makes a difference. We can't just be doing things from the head anymore, because it hasn't worked. You have to bridge that and this together, and that is, you know, that's a holy. And then of course our lower chakras, we want to connect all of that so we can be full, whole, and complete. So I honor that beautiful heart of yours, because you are beautiful, you are smart. And when you bring your heart online, it just makes everything much more alive and I love it.
Wow. This was a gift today, really. Like it really was, because I really appreciate your words, because I've been working really hard. Like not hard, but just like I'm dedicated to this path, and just understanding behavior in general. And the heart is the way.
The heart is the way.
It is, like, it's the only way. It is the only way. You know, it's like that space. It's like, because if not, we can still have fun here, you know, but we're still gonna have pain in the back of our heart, you know, until we deal with it.
Yeah.
Until we deal with those things that are not so, you know, they're just uncomfortable, like facing it and taking responsibility just individually.
Yeah. Know? It is uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. But also, you know, I really feel like I'm just now starting to come out of my shell. Like I'm with the shamanitas now. Like I have my girls that we sing together, and like we're gonna blow your mind soon. Have you heard her song Tierra Mi Cuerpo?
I heard it. I just heard it right before we came on. I was like, woo! I was like, yes. I was like, is that you? I was like, is that you?
It's, yeah, I mean, we sing it all together now, but we had different parts in that song. But yeah, so the idea is bringing the codes, the light language, the music, the sounds. I mean, that's the vibration. That's where I want to be. So just like getting there, and
ooh, I love it. I was like jamming. I was like, I was like, this is so high frequency. Wow. And I love that, because that's where music has to go. You know, music has been on such a low vibe frequency. I can't even listen to most music anymore. And I get sad, because I'm like, oh, what am I going to listen to? Because I want to dance, but a lot of the stuff is super low vibe.
Also, another reason why I've created the concept of dance gnosis is the idea of taking, because I'm part of the social dance scene, and we have bachata and salsa and zouk, and a lot of the music we dance to, like the message with it isn't that great. But I've been learning to bring the styles over into the songs that match with that. Like the moves, the bachata, all the stuff I've learned, I'm moving it towards that, and creating with that energy of dance gnosis, that it takes you into a trance, and you could change your vibrational frequency, and you can change your thought patterns and forms while you're there in that space of bliss and happiness in the moment. Yeah, so it's so cool.
That is amazing. I'd love to come to one of your events sometime, because Alanna does these events where she sings, and they puts together these amazing events. So we have to collaborate on something to get that body moving.
Yeah, we have a couple of things coming up. We have a show at the Unurban Cafe that just got confirmed today. It could change, but hopefully it doesn't. It's 8 p.m. on September 28th at the Unurban Cafe in Santa Monica. And then October 11th, we have the show. I'll post that later. And yeah, so we're working at stuff right now. We're choreographing for our music video for that last one. It's up on SoundCloud if you want to find it.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. I love it. See?
All right, wonderful. So, Radhaa, I'm sure we're going to probably jump back on another one of these very soon. Perhaps we'll do a topic on deprogrammed. So if anyone has like a topic like that they want to have deprogrammed, or they want to know about, whether it's mind control or like robots, I can always talk about Sophia robot stuff, because that shit's creepy. And I have a lot to say about it, the Sophia wisdom. And so it's just, you look online, and like this robot has infiltrated our clear vision of Sophia. It's very interesting.
By the way, I just wanted to mention before we get off. So we tried to do a series about Sophia the robot, and then about AI. And guess what? Every time we recorded it, and we did it was so good, you guys. So good. We did it like 6 times, and they were like long show. They were like an hour long. And every time I would go to turn on the playback, and it was erased. There was nothing there. I was like, what in the world is going on? Because we were going to do, anyways, we might
It made us more dedicated though, honestly.
It did. Because we were like, what? How can this be? And then I would test it and be like, so today I went to the store, and it would like work. And then we go back to do that, and it was just, I mean, AI has infiltrated everything, but we have to keep rising in our vibration, in our intention, and knowing that we choose to be sovereign beings, and we command that truth. that we are sovereign beings. We are not submitting to that control, because that is not.
Yeah, I mean, like, and at the same time, we don't want to like push that aspect of our evolution away. We'd like to embrace it, but also be very conscious and aware of what's going on. So you're not just like bombarded with impure frequencies and impure thoughts and things that don't really belong to you. It's like at some point we have to get back on road with the organic structure and the organic blueprint.
That's
which
true.
means, you know, not forcing things. How to say? That's my message I've been getting.
Yeah, not forcing, but being really discerning. And
yes.
Being discerning, because as like, you know, Elon Musk just did a whole presentation on how the chip works and how important it is and how awesome it is, and you know, it's okay. But the most important thing is you need to know which evolution path you're going to go on. For me, I'm choosing the organic timeline because that's more aligned to my goddess code. Yep. So,
all right. Well,
thank you, love.
I think for now we should probably like seal it up and continue next conversation. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for the medicine of Kuan Yin and for sharing your truth. Like, wow, this is very powerful. I feel upgraded. I feel really good right now.
Good.
All right, Radha.
All right, love. Bye. Bye.